For the final for media and consumer culture, we were tasked with talking about three theorists and relating it to our everyday lives. And so the first theorist that I wanted to talk about was Pauline Adema, and she's the author of Vicarious Consumption. And vicarious consumption refers to people consuming a product, and in this particular instance, the product is food, through means that's like other than physical consumption, like physically eating food. And the medium of that in this context is media. So she talks a lot about food television and how that became super popular in America. And basically, since industrialization and people just living more fast-paced lifestyles, including more tasks in their, everyday life and everyday routine, people have started to feel, disconnected in a way, especially when thinking about like older traditions of families, all coming together at dinner time and eating dinner together, or, families all being together while the mom is in the kitchen cooking and the dad is watching TV and the kids are running around like all in the same vicinity. Now like that isn't as prominent, I think that there's kind of like a void of that quality time. And so watching, other people cook on food television, it's basically become like some type of comfort for some people. And, now with like TikTok and Instagram, YouTube even, like there has become such a large trend of people posting food videos, cooking videos, baking videos, like diet and nutrition videos, how to make healthy recipes. There's just such a, dare I even say, oversaturation of these types of videos. So it really gives people a feeling of like community and culture. When you're watching videos of people making foods from other cultures, you feel like you have learned something about a new culture, and you have, not necessarily in person, but it gives you a sense of belonging, something to look forward to. And so like with all of these videos, I can honestly say that like I fell for the vicarious consumption through food television. I can honestly say that one of the trends that I watch the most on social media is cooking videos. I particularly like the diet, nutritional food recipes. I really appreciate just learning about like nutritional value of like regular foods that I do eat. And with that being said, I can even say that like sometimes my dinner is based on, a random TikTok that I saw, something that looks really good. Like I'll see someone making a good chicken Caesar salad and I'm like, oh, I can make that for dinner. That's easy. And, now I feel like I've connected with this person. Their video looks so good. I'm probably going to follow them online. So I can, see other food videos that they post. So yeah, I just feel like a lot of us indulge in vicarious consumption of food in 2025. And I think that a lot of us can relate to how it does offer us a sort of comfort, but like in the same way, it does kind of normalize like isolation and not being with other people when you're eating, not like figuring out dinner with other people or anything like that. It just has become like an individual type of experience for some people. So yeah, the next theorist I wanted to talk about was James Howard Kunstler. He was the author of The Capitals of Unreality. And, he argues that a lot of modern American environments and settings, a lot of modern, like structures and architecture, even like decor, especially when considering the suburbs and, commercial strips and commercial malls and things like that. While I don't think like it's intentional, they were definitely built with a lot of space in mind, and built in ways that basically just isolate us from one another. We basically traded like walkable towns and walkable cities and community spaces like parks for highways and parking lots and just huge shopping centers. So I can't